You people have to understand that Andrew Tate and I share one very similar feature when it comes to mindset. We are so determined to get that outcome, but yet we also come from a state of, oh, I don't care. We're happy to go back to being broke. This is the key thing that keeps him and I both rich.
The fact that every single thing I post, half the people agree, half the people hate me, the comment sections go wild, the algorithm picks it up. Like, they do me a favor, these people trying to get rid of me. And they're threatened by me, and they're threatened by my ideas, and I understand why, because my ideas are based in the reality of brutal competence. I believe that life is a meritocracy, and those who deserve to win are going to win, and those who try hard are going to win, and that the universe gives everybody what they deserve. And if you have everything you've ever wanted, you deserve it. And if you don't have what you want, you don't deserve it.
This is honestly what made Andrew Tate millions, because he was so determined for years and years and years at a time, but eventually all of his hard work caught up through the law of cause and effect. This is what it does. So the law of cause and effect actually has your actions, aka the cause of your actions, has an effect that then goes back, and then it just basically builds up. And then once you have enough of a build up, it will eventually carry forward. It's a bit like opening up floodgates. When the water gets more and more impacted to the gates, it ends up opening up and then just completely flooding through. This is the one thing that Andrew and I have in similar. We do not give up. We do not stop trying. No matter how many views we get, how many people we get, or no matter what our coaches are, where we are, or even how we actually want to attack this. We do not give up. It's like, what's the point of giving up if you know you're going to make it? It's like, okay, I know I've been given this mission by God. I am going to make it. This is what made Andrew Tate millions. It's not that, oh, he had the real world. No, he had this. Think of it like this. He's had multiple other businesses in the past that made him very, very successful. He had multiple other industries he's been in, as well as like sales, OFM, under a different webcam, and crypto. We can just go on and on and on. He's done so many different businesses, but also you got to realize he hasn't given up. He just said, like, he just picked up the phone every day and just started dialing with rejection. And then it just kept on pushing forward. That's what makes it successful, because you just keep on pushing forward. The difference between you and I is that I don't care what answer I get. I don't care what I get told. I will just keep on pushing anyway, because I know deep in my heart that I will make it. And as you can see, making 25 grand a month at 20. That is more than what you guys make in a year. Or not. I make more than what you guys make in a year in 2 months. You seriously got to consider that. You seriously have to consider that. It's like, bro, it's like, really, why are you sitting here telling me about how terrible your situation, but you're not willing to do anything? You're not willing to try. You're not willing to eventually do the actions that then cause the success. You're not willing to act and live in such a way that you need to be worthy from God to show him that you are worthy. You need to be taking the actions in place to get the prize first. You people are so stuck on your outcome of, I need to get out of rent, I need to get out of debt, I need to get out of this, I need to get out of this, but nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes because you people don't even consider doing the correct actions in the first place. You people don't even consider doing what is necessary to get paid. Because what? If some guy offered you 100K and he said you have to sacrifice another 6 more months of your life, would you be willing to do that? Or if someone offered you another 100K and said, these are the tasks necessary that you have to do over the next 3 to 6 months to get paid 100K in the next 12 to 24 months, would you do that? Would you do that? No, because otherwise you wouldn't be stuck in the same situation that you're in. As what I said, one of the most important things is understanding the universal laws. Another important thing is by having the right skill set. And the final thing is by sheer determination that you will never give up. Because God does not reward quitters. God does not reward people who give up at the slightest bit of hardship. God will test you and test you and test you until you finally crack. And then once you crack, he's going to know how you react and then see what he needs to throw in your path to crack you again. It's his gift to you because he is seeing if you are worthy. You are more than likely not. Or you people aren't even at the point of actually having the right mindset to be worthy in the first place. Yet you people wonder why you're poor and you're being stuck in that stupid slave job and still defending it time after time after time. You people aren't going to get anywhere in life. No matter if it's a sales job, no matter if it's even like you just stuck in that same 10K a month position. You people aren't going to get anywhere because you guys are in an infinite cycle. trading your time for money. You people don't understand that it's actually you need to trade your value for money. That is what's keeping you poor. Plus, also on top of that, you think, oh, I'm scamming people because I charge them high amounts. You're providing them value. What happens if I told you this? Would you find this guy scamming? Or would you say this guy's scamming you because he gave you the cure to cancer? How much do you reckon the cure to cancer would be? Exactly. That's my point. The value of what you do and what you provide is the most important thing. Not your time, not your money. It's the energy and effort and the value that you provide. Because the value that you provide is a direct correlation of the energy. Like all what money is just basically energy to energy. Why do you think people got so rich? Because they traded their time for value. They traded their money for value, not their time. And you people have to actually understand the equation because effectively you're trading your time for pennies on the dollar. And this is what's keeping you poor. This is what's keeping you poor. And if what, I can charge fucking 5K up front for me basically looking through the system, seeing what's good, seeing what's bad, and actually start to producing more and more ads so then I can get a bit of an understanding of what works and what doesn't. And then add a retainer on top of that that will print money because, as I said, once those floodgates start to get more and more in, they just start to fucking burst. So what does that tell you? So the thing is, do you really want to be waiting here for much longer? Do you really want to be stuck in your slave job for much longer? If not, watch this video here. Another one on Andrew Tate because I know you guys love it. But this is why Andrew Tate does what he does. And this is why marketing is such an important thing and why you need to learn how to duplicate cash out of thin air. Hence why my skill set and hence why I coach it because I have the ability to do it. And then it makes sense for more and more people to be able to print money out of thin air. But point I'm getting at, watch this video here and understand why Misfits is actually a marketing stunt. And this is the reason why he's actually trying to print more and more money because the more and more eyeballs and the more attention he's going to get more and more cash, even though it's a marketing stunt. So then it can get more eyeballs and more controversy. But as I said, marketing is the most valuable skill set. You can print money from the sky if you know how to do it correctly. As I said, once you have the right foundation, once you have the right coaching, once you have the right elements, the right systems, and it's going to even be the best case for you if someone can speed you up. So as I said, watch this video here and understand why Andrew Tate is on Misfits and why it's a marketing stunt.